Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'll show you everything I've been recently knitting and crocheting. I finished a cloud tee by PetiteKnit, felted a basket for my yarn stash, knit a chicken and a lace scarf, and crocheted a lavender bouquet. I've also got a scarf on the needles that I'll share, so stick around for that. First, let's start with the garment I'm wearing now. It is Maggie cardigan by PetiteKnit. Let's move on to the first finished project. It is the cloud tee by PetiteKnit. It was my first summer tee I have ever knit, and to be honest, I'm not happy with this project. First of all, let me show you the yarn I have used. It is Sandnes Garn Tynn linen. It is one of the recommended yarns, and it is 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen. And my color is 1015. And it took 4 skeins, so 200 grams for this tee. By the way, I have recently uploaded a video where I showed the whole process of knitting this tee, so if you're interested, you can watch this video. So what are the problems with this tee? I think the biggest problem is the sleeves. I don't understand why, but they look very weird. They look like I should have picked less stitches, but I picked up the exact amount of stitches that was in the pattern. The second thing I don't really like is that according to the photos, the edges should curl a bit and they don't. Maybe it depends on the yarn. Also, I didn't enjoy the process at all. It took an eternity to knit this tee, and it was first time when I felt pain in my hands while knitting something, because the yarn is very thin and slippery and it was very difficult to knit, and you can see that the stitches are uneven. One more problem is that I knitted too long. I thought that it would shrink more because according to the swatch it shrinks a lot, but it didn't shrink as much as the swatch. So I haven't worn it yet, and I don't want to fix anything right now because I'm tired of this project. So I just put it aside and didn't do anything with it. I don't have much experience in knitting summer garments, but I want to give one more chance to summer knitting, and one of my next projects will be also a summer top, and we'll see. The next finished project is a peacock scarf by Knit. I have recently knit this scarf for me, and this scarf I will gift to my mother-in-law, and I hope she likes it. The yarn is Lang Yarn Super Socks, and it took 36 grams. The color is 34, and it is 75% wool and 25% polyamide. I knit it in 3.5mm needles. I like this pattern. I think it's very cute. I think it's great for spring because it is a lace scarf, so it's not very warm, but at the same time it is still warm because the yarn contains wool. The next finished project you can see right now here, it is this basket. It is a felted basket. And I used Drops Snow, which is often used for felting. It is 100% wool. The color of this yarn is 102. And I knitted in 8mm needles. I think I have never knit anything using such a big needle size. I used a free drops pattern. It's called Nuts About You basket. And it took 10 skeins, so 500 grams. Now you can see that the edges are folded. I also added handles. I think it will be useful to carry this basket. I also made a couple of modifications while knitting this basket, and if you're interested, you can watch the video where I showed the full process of knitting this basket and 2 more home decor projects. At first I thought that I don't like that it doesn't hold the shape, and I thought that maybe I would felt it one more time to make it more tight, more stable, but now I think that it's fine. One more finished project you can also see now. It is Poppy the chicken. I knitted using the yarn Drops North. It is 45% alpaca, 30% polyamide, and 25% wool. I've used 2 colors. This one is 22. And this one, I forgot the number of the color, but I will write it. And I knitted In 4 threads of this yarn, I used 1 thread of brown yarn and 3 threads of beige yarn. And I used 6mm needles. And I like how it looks like because of this combination of yarns. It seems like there are feathers on this chicken. So I'm happy with the yarn choice. I have made a couple of modifications. I made the beak and the crest a bit different, and you can also find the details of knitting this project in the video, which I have mentioned before. I think it is very cute and adorable. And the next finished project is this Lavender Bouquet. I have crocheted it using a YouTube video. I will link it in the description. Here I have 7 flowers, and I think they look gorgeous. And I have used the Drops yarn. It is Drops Flora. The green color is 15 and the violet color is 9. And I like this yarn. I like the colors of this yarn. They're very natural, so I think they suit great for some flowers. And now let's move on to the works in progress. It is a triangle scarf, and you can say that it looks like a finished project, but it's not, because I would like also to add a ruffle to this scarf. The yarn is Lang Yarn's Mohair Luxe. It is Super Kid Silk Mohair. I don't have a skein in this color because I have used the whole skein for this scarf, and but it is the same yarn in a different color. This color is 1, and I don't remember this color, but I'll try to find it. So I have used the whole skein, 25 grams for this scarf. It is a triangle scarf in stockinette stitch, and as I have already mentioned, I would like to add a ruffle, and it will be in a white color. It was very easy to knit it. It was my relaxing project after the cloud tea. I also have Midsommar Socks by Green Makes in progress, but I didn't make any progress since my last podcast. I still have only 1 sock. And I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next videos. Bye bye.